So, we as humans love to fall into familiar patterns. We like to feel familiar in what we do and sometimes have our own little superstitions which makes us feel like we are doing better than what we actually are. It's like a placebo effect, thinking if you do this then you'll do better. When in reality, you actually are just making up your own BS to feel better about yourself.
Well, hey, so this is new, so if you guys do want coins and want the best players in the game for the cheapest coins on the market, make sure to go to u7buy.com and use a discount code Vizeh for 5% off your total order. If you don't use a discount code, then I will cry. So, enjoy the video.
Welcome to the worst habits that every single FIFA player does. And I guarantee that you guys will at least relate with, I'll probably say about 50% of what I'm gonna say in this video. So if you do enjoy, then make sure to subscribe. Smash the like button if you guys do enjoy and want more content like this, and tell me down below in comments which is your worst habit when playing FIFA. And please don't say I play FIFA, that's my worst habit, because that's unoriginal, but it is true. It is true. And also, if you do want the best in real life football cards or FIFA cards in the entire market, then feel free and go check out footcard.co.uk. There is an offer with most of the cards. If you're interested, go check it out. And with that said, let's get into the worst habits FIFA 20 players have. First one, I guarantee 80% of people have done at one stage, and that is bronze benching. If there was a consultation for bronze benching, I would be the main man of that entire group. I genuinely feel like, other than my subs, if I have players on my bench as a bronze who lower down my rating, then there's less chance that EA will somehow impact my game and make my players feel worse. I believe this started from back in like FIFA 12, 13 when like KSI and these sorts of people did this and they felt like scripting was a thing because they had a better team. So by lowering the rating of your actual team rating because of the bronze bench will make EA think that you have not got as good of a team that you actually are. I could have a bog standard 100k BPL team and I still do bronze benching just in case. Now, do I think that it actually makes a difference? It probably doesn't, but for my own self-interest and my own mental state, I still do this just so that I feel good about myself. I am so confident that everyone's done this in one stage of their life. Next up is going to give me bad flashbacks. Bad flashbacks. So let me run through you a situation. So let's say you're playing a game of FUT Champions and your opponent is attacking your bots as what you would expect. Now they do a misplaced pass in which you in fact intercept the ball and you have not got the ball inside your own box, but you're surrounded by about 5 of the opponent's players. Now what would you do in this situation? Would you either A, clear the ball by pressing B and eliminating the danger as soon as possible, or B, have an urge to play like prime Barcelona and pass out from the back when there's literally no reasonable options for you to do so? Let me just tell you, it's B. It's B. When you are inside the box and you have the ball in your feet, 2% of the entire population actually clears the ball in a normal fashion. Everyone else just presses A. It's so ingrained in my mind, I swear on my entire life, I've lost so many games of FUT Champions because I panic and just spam A and to try and get the ball out. When in reality, I could just clear the ball and that would eliminate the entire situation so much easy. So much faster. The amount of times I've watched people on Twitch play FUT Champs and they just pass the ball out when most of the time there's no actual easy pass because you're surrounded by the other team attacking you. It's actually quite nuts how I see everyone do this. Now, next up is for my OCD lads. I've got you guys, okay? I've got you sorted out, and this is going to do with fitness. Now, okay, this may sound stupid, but I guarantee this is my thought process. If I'm about to go into a game of FIFA and I look at my team and I see my striker Son on 98 fitness, I would still not believe that that is enough fitness and that is too risky because he may not be as good as I thought he would be. So I waste myself a full entire squad training fitness item because my entire team's on 98 and 97. I waste an entire card because I feel like 98 fitness is not good enough. This is how petty I am. I am so petty. They would lose a singular pixel of their bar, which you see in the bottom left corner, which says their fitness. And I would still be panicking, thinking, oh, well, if they're that one more pixel, then they may be faster and win us the game. It makes no difference, but yet I still do it. Is it OCD? Is it superstition? I don't know. But I could play a game of FIFA be 10 minutes in, they rage quit, and now I've got 98 fitness, and then have to waste a stat on them. On a good level, you should put a fitness card when they hit about like your 90 around there, maybe 85, but not 98, unless you're me. I'm stupid. And while I am on this topic, this also relates to when you have a player who's on like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 contracts on their card. But you feel like they've got to be on double digits at least, or at the very least not on one contract, otherwise you feel like they're just gonna disappear out of nothing. This is a genuine thing. If I see one player of my entire like main team under like 10 contracts, then I would feel like they're gonna like disappear to thin air. I get an anxiety as if like the players won't play the same way if they're on lower contracts. Is it just me? It's almost like the more contracts they have, and then like the more they feel safer and comfortable, so that they actually can play the best football. It sounds maybe insane, but I genuinely feel like if they're on lower contracts, then they may play worse because they feel like they're gonna leave sometime soon. Again, it sounds crazy, but this is the way I think. Oh, and here is the big one. Here's a big one, boys. Do you know how many times this has happened to me, in which I'm attacking and then I take a shot and it comes off the defender's foot and it goes out for a corner? Do you know how many times I spam A to try and get rid of the replay so fast, and I spam A so many times that I in fact accidentally start my corner and pass it short, and pass it into the path of their own defense because I've got no one short to get the ball. This happens at least twice in a weekend league because I'm so naive, and I'm so, that 3 seconds of my life which could be wasted, I'm too good for that shit. I want to have that seconds back. So I spam A to get rid of that time because my time is worth money, for God's sake, and I passed the ball accidentally. This is a very bad habit of mine. Same thing with another habit of mine, which is for goal kicks and also for throw-ins. I can have a throw-in, spam A to try and skip the animation, and then accidentally throw it straight to my opponent's feet. Or even for a goal kick, and then I accidentally pass the ball straight to my opponent's feet for them to score a one-on-one goal. Speaking of goal kicks, I would never in a million years in my life ever hoof the ball up the pitch. I don't think anyone in the right mind, unless you're 13 or stupid, actually hoofs the ball up the pitch for a goal kick. I may kick it to like my left back and my right back, or whichever side I'm facing, to the opposite side, but not since FIFA 12 that I've actually gone out my way to hoof the ball up the pitch, to do a normal goal kick and just kick the ball up the pitch. I could have a flashback of a team this season, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and still not trust myself to actually win the ball. I can't remember the last time I've actually just kicked the ball up the pitch. It must be since FIFA 12. Okay, now this one is a bit deep. And this is that if you play FIFA and you make a singular misplaced pass, you shout at your monitor as if you're talking to the players or the referee, thinking it'll make a difference. If I see my attacker misplace a pass, I become Pep Guardiola on the sideline, waving my hands around as if they know what I'm talking about, or as if it makes a single difference. It doesn't. Even better, if your player even has a single ounce of a doubt that they have been fouled, you scream at the referee as if the referee can hear you and they'll place a penalty because you shouted at them too loudly. This is not the Xbox Connect where you can talk to the actual referee, because that actually used to be a thing. If you swore the referee with the Connect turned on, they would actually threaten to give you a yellow card with the commentary. That was incredible.
And finally, our referee feedback feature will keep track of how you react to the ref's decisions.
Oh, ref, that's...
And if you make a poor choice of words, you'll be sure to hear about it.
The player feels hard done by here, by the offside being given, and he's gone to the referee in an angry manner.
This feels like some sort of like Alcoholics Anonymous, this. Like we are all here with an addiction and we don't know what to do about it. We're all scared to change our ways. We're all scared to be something new, something different. It's almost like we should stop playing FIFA altogether. So I'm going to love you and leave you on this one last bad habit that we do while playing FIFA. And that is, if we even for a single second see the timer of the game turn into the 44th minute or the 89th minute, we all of a sudden change our position. Whatever way you're playing the game, if you're lying down, if you're on your bed, you instantly put your 2 feet on the floor and you lean forward and you play as if it's the World Cup final. Everyone always has this stance where they lean in on the shoulders are kind of high up. It's almost like they're bracing for World War II, and that they're on the battle lines and they're bracing for the next shot to pop off. All hands on deck, they are ready for whatever comes next. I guarantee you, you go watch a Twitch live streamer or a YouTuber who's playing FUT Champs, and I guarantee you, either if the opponent scores, or if it makes it into the 90th minute or the 45th minute, they will change their stance because they think that will make them play better or become more focused. But we think it makes a difference. So there you have it, lads. That is the worst habits that every single FIFA 20 players have. If you've not got a single one of these, then you're lying. You are lying, I guarantee. Unless if you just don't play the game, then that makes sense. But everyone has done at least one of these things at some stage in their life, or still do them all to this very day. If I've missed out on any habits, then let me know. And please don't say, oh, I play FIFA, that's my habit. So if you do enjoy, smash the like button. So if you are new, please subscribe. It does mean a lot, guys. And yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.